Good evening, parents. I apologize for not being there in person, but I'm currently finishing up my master's degree, so I had a class that I needed to attend. In this video, I just want to quickly go through how grading works, how this class works, the resources that are available to you and your students. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at the email and the phone number provided on the syllabus, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So when we look at the grading for this course, it is set up so that 25% of this comes from classwork. So as long as your student is coming to school and they are participating in the activities we do in class, they will get their points for this. So this should be easy, guaranteed points as long as they're coming to class and they're participating. However, if they are trying to shoot TikTok videos or run around the room or cause disturbance, and I have to keep addressing them, then I will start taking away points for the classwork. The next category is formative assessments. That's 25 points. These formative assessments are weekly checks on where they're at in math. This could be the beginning, middle, or end of year STAR test that we have them take, which is a diagnostic test to see where they're at. This could be spending Wednesdays doing Khan Academy modules during class to do SAT prep or try to fill in some gaps they might have from previous years. But again, as long as they are coming to class and they're spending class time working on these modules or taking these tests, then they will receive their points. If they don't come to class, they still have the ability to go online to Khan Academy and do the modules. I can see their progress, so as long as I can see that they went on and worked on those modules during that week, then I can go in and give them points, even if they did have to be absent that day. Also, when it comes to the classwork, I do have a permanent Google Meet link that is written on a whiteboard in my room, and students can log on there, ask me questions if they need to, or let me know that even though they were absent, they still went on, looked at the lecture video, looked at the PowerPoint, and I can still give them credit for classwork even though they weren't able to be there in person. And the last part of their grade, 50% comes from their mid-unit and end-of-unit tests. So these will be graded for correctness. These will have to be done in my classroom. If they are absent on the day of a test, they can always arrange with me to sit over on the side of the classroom during the next class and do a makeup. If they ever want to do a retake to bring their grade up, they can always do the exact same thing, or they can get with me to set up a time after school where they could come in and take it if they wanted that privacy. In addition to that, I want to bring your attention to my classroom website that I have. The first thing that you will see here is a sign up for a newsletter. My plan is to send out weekly newsletters to let you know what your students have been working on that week, as well as what we'll be working on the following week. If there's any tests that are upcoming or any events at the school that you might need to know about, I will include those. But I want to make sure that I keep the communication open, and I want to make sure that I get you involved as much as possible. That way you can reach out to me if you need to or if your students need to. The website itself, you can see that we have a toggle button up here. The website is available in English or Spanish. You can find everything we're doing each day on the daily work page. From the daily work page, you and your students can see what we're doing each day. Everything is labeled with the day that we went over it, what unit and what lesson it was, as well as the lesson title. If you go into any of the lessons, You can see that there is a video of the PowerPoint that we went through, me explaining everything. The great thing about this is that since I upload them to YouTube, you can turn closed captioning on and translate the closed captions into any language that YouTube translates. You can also see the PowerPoint that we'll look at in class, so students still have access to all the material even if they're absent or if they need to go back and review before a test. And just a short description of what it is that we're going to be talking about that day. There's also a forum page where students can go post any questions they have about the class or the school or the material that we're covering in a certain unit. So I'm trying to make sure that every available resource is being made to your students. In addition to these, students can participate in the activities using the KIDM website where all of this material is available. They can use our workbooks. We have English and Spanish workbooks available for each lesson. We can use the whiteboards that are up around my room. They can use paper. They can take dry erase markers and work right on the desks. So my main worry is that they are participating, attempting the questions and the practice exercises that we're doing in class so that they can find out how much of it they really understand and what kind of questions they may need to ask. When it comes to communication, I mentioned the weekly newsletter. Again, you can sign up for that from the main page of the website. You just enter your email address. It'll ask you what your preferred language is and what your preferred method of contact is. And that allows me to send the newsletter out in English or Spanish. Canvas is the platform we're going to be using this year for grades. So you are able to go on Canvas at any time, check your students' grades, and look at any announcements I might post there. You have the email and the phone number on the paper syllabus. And if you call that phone number, it is a Google Voice. You can leave a voicemail, and as soon as I get a chance, I will check it and return your call. And to finalize, I just want to reiterate ways that you can help your student be successful this year, stressing the importance of participating in class rather than wasting time on their cell phones. I will answer questions as many times as I need to. I will try to find different ways to explain concepts to them as much as they need. But I can't do that if they're not paying attention. If they're more worried about TikTok or text messaging or watching Netflix, I need them engaged and listening and participating so that they can talk with their classmates, try to figure out how to solve these problems, and then ask questions as they arise. And also, just please remind your students that all the PowerPoints and the videos are available on the website. All of it is translatable English or Spanish. If there's another language that's needed, please let me know, and I will find a way to make that happen. Again, I am looking forward to the year with your students, really trying to move them forward in math in general, as well as Algebra 1 particularly. But if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope your student has a wonderful and successful year here at Alvarez. Thank you.